up and welcome to Controversy on TAN Network. I am your lead host, Singto Religion Dogon, and my darling co-hosts, Golf Tulip. Hello.
Hello.
Here we are for another action-packed and sort of maybe action-packed. I'll just say action-packed. Yeah.
I assure you.
The first, we're going to go straight into the stories here because we have to do that. And we have to eat. But anyway, everyone has to eat in the studio today. Anyway, global news, views, and attitudes is what we're all about. And Golf, your first story is 3 killed in the University of Alabama shooting. Oh, so another shooting.
Yes, that's what I thought the first time I heard this story.
Yeah.
Another shooting. Although this time, it's not the kids. It's the professor.
Really?
It's the professor.
Yay!
Okay.
Yes, but apparently this is like not, like she's a suspect right now. She's actually not, you know, like
convicted.
Yeah, and that's how it's high. I'm saying Golf high, Tulip.
I know. That's why I'm kind of confused. I'm Tulip now. I'm Tulip.
Oh, sorry,
Anyway, let me. So anyway, this is like University of Alabama, okay, in Huntsville, and apparently it was last Friday. They had a committee meeting, and apparently the verdict came down that this lady, Amy Bishop, she's not getting a tenure.
A tenor?
A tenor.
Like she
which is meaning she's like, to get a tenor is, you know, you get a full-time. You get like, you're full-time staff finally, and that's mean like you can go on and on and on, and you don't get, you know, in trouble. Like they can't really fire you. It's really difficult to do so. So anyway, she's in custody, like she's a suspect because apparently they believe that she got a hold of the list of people who did not vote for her.
Oh, okay.
And 3 people died. She killed 3 people.
Wow.
But I think it's like in a hush-hush because the thing is they still say that she's, you know, accused of. Yeah. So they didn't really come out right and say that she's the one.
So what, she didn't kill them? That's why she just...
That's the thing. I'm confused because that's what they keep saying, that, you know, they didn't really know, but that's the only suspect. So I'm thinking if she's the only suspect, she's probably the one that did it. But, you know, they kind of have to go through, and they say she didn't have really a previous, you know,
so
violence
so she's a professor, yeah?
She's a professor. She's a biology professor. And she got, I don't know if you heard of this, ratemyprofessor.com. Like in Canada, we do have that too. Actually, hot or not professor kind of thing. But this one is ratemyprofessors.com for anyone to go, you know, like you go to different like university, you type down the name of the professor, and students from, you know, anonymously would go in and rate the person. And she got 3.6 out of 5, which is really good. She's really good. Like, they say she's brilliant, and, you know.
So the question was, so who did she kill? Students or
No, she killed the
professors.
faculty members.
Probably the person...
Because that's what they say. They suspect that she got a list of people who did not vote for her to get a tenor.
I guess they just said she's a suspect because they're waiting to find her accomplice. Yeah. But she killed people anyway.
Yeah, well, but apparently she didn't own the gun either. But you know, it's probably easy to get a gun over there.
But I think, well, if you've got to kill someone, if you're that pissed off, well, just do it then. And hey, I'm sort of like, you know.
And the person, I guess they want the person who gave out the list responsible for the incident too. That's why probably.
Yeah.
Goodness me. But I mean, the thing is that, like, I think it's a bit, I mean, you know, you can sort of kill because of your job. I mean, I felt that way many times, especially here. But the thing is that that's a bit extreme, don't you think?
Know.
So there's obviously
it seems like it's become an answer for every kind of
I know, and in the university, this is not the first time in America that this happened. But just this time, it happens by a professor.
Yeah. I mean, I understand kids killing each other or whatever going on in school, which is terrible, but I understand that because some kids get completely like abused and accused, and they're kids, you know. But if this is a professor and she's actually killing her peers,
and she has 4 children at home, and her husband have no idea that she's going to do this. He said that they didn't even own guns. Yeah, like he didn't even know where the heck she get the guns from.
But then this have to be like premeditated. It have to be planned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It have to be planned. She shouldn't be able to.
Well, anyway, if she has done it, I hope she sort of pleads.
But is it in the news?
It sounds like she's. I mean, you know, she's killed 3 people. Well, so-called killed 3 people. Is there any other suspects? She's the only suspect.
Well, they say that they say that the police has a second suspect, and they speculated that is probably her husband.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
so they're both in on it.
That, you know, her husband helped her out. Like where else she's gonna get the gun and stuff, but there's no clear stuff. This is like from Friday, like last Friday,
right,
4 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah, the first
so in
time
the
I heard
afternoon.
the story, I didn't pay much attention because I thought, well, it's
Another
school
killing,
by the students.
Yeah.
I just know like Monday when I talked about it, it's actually the
Yeah.
professor.
And I actually have to say to our viewers out there that I don't advocate murder. I don't advocate murder. I'm not pro murder, you know. But I actually think at the same time, a teacher killing another group of people in that for bitchy reasons is actually it's awful, but it's actually very funny.
Well,
the thing is, like, I think that, you know, like, the whole issue, like, I'm always against having guns.
Yeah,
and I think
me too.
that's the problem,
Yeah.
because you, like, you know, just like that, snap, and you're gone, because you don't really get to think. But if you have a knife, imagine you have a knife, and you're like, I'm going to stab you.
You have to run like 100 meters.
Yeah, you just like have to, like, there's a lot of thinking,
Yes,
a lot of planning, you got to move quick,
Yeah.
there should be like, you know,
Or bow and arrow.
yeah, or you could kill so many, like, only so many, right?
Now we're getting into the actual like different ways of
killing
murder.
other
Yeah, there
No,
you
I'm
go.
just
like,
saying
we're
that,
nice people
you know,
here. But,
like, it's just like,
actually, are we?
it take away the time that you could think.
Right, true, actually true.
but look, we're getting my whole premise on this is like the person has killed several people,
Right.
regardless of why. There's an issue here. Whoever has murdered someone, they're usually not stable. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
You know? I mean,
true.
I'm sure
But
we've
that's the
probably
thing,
met a
like, you
few
can't-
stable people that have murdered, but it's probably very rare. Do you know what I mean?
But
If you're
it's
gonna kill
very
someone,
hard,
it's
right?
crazy.
Because think about it. Like, I think in this case, because it seems like she's perfectly normal.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what everyone's saying. But
Isn't that they say she have history of
Yeah,
some
but she-
kind of suspected?
it's all
or-
Killing
suspected.
people.
It's all suspected
Yeah.
that because the
Suspected.
news is
Yeah.
unearthed
Killing her
this
brothers.
weekend that she had shot and killed her 18-year-old brother
Really?
in 1986.
Wow.
But it's still a speculation. It's not like, you
She's
know.
not convicted.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you know, by
so-
law, she's not.
Or like,
false.
actually, there's another one. Think about it.
So we've got a mad
Yeah.
murdering professor on the well, not on the loose anymore. There you go. Look, we'll leave it there, and we'll see you after the break. Controversy.